For some reason, it can never be easy in big games for Barcelona this season. We can never just make it, common 1-0 win. It always has to be, either really entertaining, which is good for us, or just an absolute just mess that we still somehow end up winning. Because for the first time since 2007, Barcelona have hit Atletico 4 goals to 2 at their home stadium. Just incredible stuff, because if you told me about 70 minutes in when they scored the second that we were going to come back somehow and win this game, I'd be like, no chance. But an incredible win for Barcelona today. There's so much to get into, so let's do it. If we do start off with that first half, I mean, the worst thing that could have happened did happen. I mean, it was pretty tough for us, all things considered. Not a great half at all to watch. I was falling asleep during it because, as expected, Atleti come into the game and they're going to sit very deep, especially in a big game like this against Barcelona. They expect us to have the possession and be very dangerous. Simeone knows that we're going to be very dangerous, on the attack, especially if we push up high. So they're sitting really deep, really compact, really hard for us to create really anything, because there's just no space to, go through. I really do feel, especially like we only had 2 chances and we wasted them. Yamal had a good 1-2, some nice movement with Olmo, but he gets a shot off and unfortunately it hits the post. Lewandowski then gets a chance near the end of the half, the 44th minute. He gets a chance, but on his weak foot, and it was really frustrating to watch Lewandowski until later we get into the game. Really frustrating watching because he gets a chance and he just skies it. It hits the bar and goes over. And as if that wasn't bad enough, the one thing you do not want to do when playing Atleti is let them score. And of course they did, because a minute after that, Julian Alvarez gets a pass from Simeone, and unfortunately it's 1-0 right at the end of the half. And especially after that, when you concede first, now that they're sitting deep, as if they were already doing that the whole game, now it's about to get much worse. And they did in the second half, because they were basically doing that all the second half again, sitting really compact, just waiting to hit on the counter, get a good counter. And they did. I'm not gonna lie, a little bit controversial because the Paul kind of just handballs. He does he hits the ball with his hand basically. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but anyway, he does a handball, but the play goes on. I guess because Eric Garcia just continues to play the ball or whatever with Kubarsi, but they play a ball over the top to Gallagher, who just completely cuts through our defense. He just is able to get past everyone, and of course, the sub again that comes off. Of course, it has to be Sorloth again scoring for Barcelona. And honestly, at this point, 70th minute, game is dreadful to watch. I thought personally it's over, but and the fact that Sorloth is scoring again on us just to make things worse, it's like, oh my god, great. Now we're at this stadium. We have to score at least 2 to even tie the game, to make it so that these points don't go to waste. But just what Barca does afterwards is just truly incredible. Because if we talk about those last 30 minutes of the game, just incredible stuff. 3 minutes before Atletico did score, Flick made some really good changes. Eric Garcia came on for Casado, and Ferran came on for Olmo. And what a substitution it was to put Ferran in the game. He's been just all season like a super sub for us. Just really great stuff. It does start off before that with Lewandowski scoring the goal. A minute after Atletico scored, really instant reaction. Inigo dribbles past one player, plays a lovely cross despite getting pressured. And Lewandowski, he chested down, and despite not being there for the entire game, how frustrating he's been, he comes up today in a really big moment, chested down, volleys a powerful strike right into the bottom right corner. What a finish. And then just shortly after that, Rafinha, again, like he always does, coming up clutch for us, gets the ball back from Koundé, plays a wonderful cross into Ferran, who's making the run, and plays a wonderful header into the net past Oblak. Just what a goal that was. What a turnaround that was. And, if you told me, okay, 2-2, we can at least take a tie. We have a game in hand. I would have taken that. I would have been like, okay, Atletico is a tough team. We can at least take a tie and get out of here, But just what this team does afterwards, I mean, it just doesn't stop there. At the 91st minute, 6 minutes on, where I felt like, okay, this is going to be a long one to try to hold this result. Lamine Yamal, again, he comes up with something wonderful. He cuts inside and plays a powerful shot over Oblak. And to be fair, he did get pretty lucky. And, I feel like we've been needing luck for a while, but he did get lucky. It deflected off the defender's chest and went over Oblak. And I was like, wow, just the reactions I had and just the reactions everyone was having, on social media, Twitter and such, just in that moment where it felt like the game was over earlier, just to come back like that. Yamal rips off his shirt, and it's just a wonderful goal. Everyone's celebrating, everyone's going crazy, and 3-2, we got hold out, but it just doesn't stop there because the last goal, it goes out for a throw in. If you're already looking here, you can already see Rafinha is already trying to look for something. He's trying to look to pressure, try to kind of cause problems. He's really, hunting, and like I said in many match reviews before, that defensive just prowess he offers us, the pressing, everything he does, that he gives everything until the last minute, is just truly an example of follow because he's looking for something. And he does get it. He pressures, the Atletico defender. He really is wanting to win that ball back because, holding a result isn't good enough. According to Rafinha, we have to score just more and more. It doesn't matter what it is. We just have to score more. He makes a great tackle and plays it back to Ferran. Ferran takes his time. And when this goal went in, I was going crazy. I was like, wow, what a just golazo. Because that's all you could describe it as. Just incredible, composed finish. Everyone's off the bench. Hansi Flick is celebrating like a child in a candy store, bro. Just unbelievable stuff. Just the goals we scored today, I genuinely couldn't believe it. The fact that we scored 4 in their home stadium, wow. Because this team is just truly something special. Lamine Yamal gets the MVP at the end of the match. And to be fair, it really could have gone to anyone, but, I think it is well deserved. Rafinha, it cannot be understated that he is just so crucial to his team. I really do believe he's going to win the Ballon d'Or. If you saw earlier today, Liverpool played Newcastle. They ended up losing. Salah did not have a good performance. So, if you're counting big games and such, I think Rafinha really is that Ballon d'Or candidate. But just a crazy turnaround we had. 2-0 down. You saw Pedri, telling everyone to calm down just to focus. And then to end 4-2 in just 20 minutes, 30 minutes, just really, really insane stuff. It really cannot go, under the rug. That it must be said that Hansi Flick, what he's done to this team, the way he's changed our mentality, the way we play, or the way we're so physical and can keep up, till the end. Because how many times have you seen us Barca teams, stuff like this happens where, we go down, and especially at that point in the game, the 70th minute and such, we would have been dead before. We would have just been gone, too tired to do anything most of the time. But it's such a regular occurrence now that we're coming back, that we're always, not letting our heads go down. When, things are rough, we fight until the very last minute. Really, he's done so much for his team, and I really hope we can win, something big, whether it be the Champions League, La Liga, whatever it is, because I feel like this team deserves it. Just the way we act as family, every time we score a goal, every time we're down, the way we huddle, the way we try to get each other together, really fight for each other compared to other teams. It's just really, truly incredible stuff. And, in 2025, we are still unbeaten, not lost a single game. And if we look at the league table, we do have a game in hand because of that Osasuna postponement. But we are ahead of Atletico. We're tied with Madrid on points, still in that game in hand. We win the next game, we can go ahead, stay 3 points ahead. Just truly incredible stuff. I'm going to be rewatching that game for a bit, seeing what everyone is saying, but, I don't have too many thoughts other than that. Just incredible stuff. This team is truly special. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and, I was going to make a UCL predictions video. I think I'll save that until closer to the quarterfinals, when we start building more hype for it. But my brain is pretty fried, so I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you guys for watching. Visca Barca, and I'll see you guys next time.